Hello, and welcome to my recap of today. So today I traded AAL that was gapping up 2%, but it was below VWAP. So I was waiting to see what happened at the first minute to see if it consolidated below VWAP or above. So I waited for the first minute. I was watching closely. I was thinking of shorting with a stop loss at 1288, but I didn't. So I waited for the first minute to finish and take it to like a 1 minute orb. So there it was, the first minute. I saw that it was not going up, but also it wasn't breaking the body of the previous candle. So I waited. Once it broke, I decided to get short, but it was a very bad entry. It was I should have entered above, not that entry. So I calculated the risk to reward, and the my stop was 17 cents above. So I needed to take a 17-cent move to the downside in order to have one-to-one. So it's a very bad risk to reward for this trade. But I hold it. I waited for it to do the price action because my stop was above VWAP and it was like 6 cents above. So I was okay. So I say, okay, let's wait for it and let's take profit only when it hits my one-to-one level. But I will need to take 25% off. I won't take 50%. So I started to see that it was nearly breaking the low of the 2 days ago. So it broke it, but it bounced a little bit back. So I waited patiently. That it was getting to my level of 1255, and I saw that in that level that there was a very big bid. So I took it there. I took my first partial 1255 and 25%, and I will take more heavily at 1250. That it had a huge bid. It was like 400. So 400,000. Okay, so I didn't take it because it didn't reach that level. And then it started to pop up. And I said, okay, let's wait to see if it's going to make an ABCD pattern and continue to the lower. But it was strong, and it was making also a 5-minute high. So I say, okay, maybe this is going to make a reversal. But I didn't take profit and I didn't move my stop loss. I was sticking to my plan. So eventually it got up and stopped me out. But I continued to watch the price action, and I was seeing that in the 5 minute it was making like a doji. So once it made a new low in the 1 minute chart, I took it to the short side with a stop loss at 1274. It was also a very bad entry because it was very extended, and the risk to reward will have been one-to-one, not better. So I was waiting to see what happened, but eventually it stopped me out again. And in the 5-minute chart, it was making new high, new high, new high, new high. So it was like a clear reversal, not a continuation to the downside. So I watched, I waited to see what was going to happen. It made a new high of the day. It reached my level of 12.9, my level of 12.93, I think it says that. And it started to pull back again, making a 5-minute candle, well, closing above VWAP, and then the other one closing above VWAP. So I decided to take it long when it made a new 1 minute high. That's why I took it. risking the VWAP, but eventually it came down again and stopped me out. So that was my trading for today. Very bad, red day. Uh, the first trade was okay, but I didn't take profits. The entry was very bad. So I had to wait a lot to have one-to-one relationship, but it didn't get there. So that wasn't a good trade. And the other two stop losses were bad price action reading and took it to the contrary side. After this break, the stock really consolidated below VWAP again. So this was a VWAP false breakout, and it continued to make a new low of the day. So yes, thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, please make it, because I really need to improve the risk to reward and the entries. I am entering very late and I am having a stop very far away. So my risk reward is terrible. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. Cheers.